Okay, so I wanted to run you through, this is my favorite preset, certainly my favorite clean preset. This is the preset that I use to play my jazz kind of all the time. Anytime that I'm recording jazz, this is kind of what I think of as my jazz tone. At the moment, I'm actually plugging out into an HX Effects, and that's what you would have seen, I think, in the intro there, depending on what I've used. But I'm just messing around with the 6-switch looper on there. I'm actually running the plate preset on the HX Effects. And so if you want to go back to the plate video that I did about the dynamic plate, I think you can get all those settings in that. With it bypassed, that's what you actually get. So I'm just going to take you through each of the settings. So at the very front of the chain, we've got the Rochester comp. This is based on Billy Sheehan's compressor, I think, right? So 3 dB gain, minus 24 dB is the threshold, 10:1 ratio, 10 milliseconds attack, quick release 100 milliseconds, and the level is getting boosted a bit, right? Or quite a lot actually. 100% mix, knee is 0 dB. Then we go into the tremolo. So without the Rochester comp, it would sound like this. So it's doing quite a lot of work, that compressor. We're going into a mono tremolo, 1.7 Hertz, 1.2 intensity, it's a sine wave, duty C is at 50%, and the level is at 0. Then we are going into a Y split, so the first type of split. The way that you get this, by the way, is if you would start off like this, and you go action, path B, and then you have like a 2 amp thing, and just drag that to where that needs to be. Amp 1, US Princess, so this is the Princeton. Drive is at 2.1, bass is at 2.5, mids are at 7, treble is at 6.5, presence is at 0. That's all the way off because a Princeton typically does not have a presence control. Channel volume is at 8 and master volume is at 10. That's because a Princeton does not typically have a master volume. Sag hum at 5, etc. Then we're going into 1x10 Princess, condenser mic 47 condenser, distance 2 inches away from the grill, 80 Hertz is the low cut, 8 kilohertz is the high cut, 14% reflections, and that's all you need to know about that. Then we've got the AC30 Fawn. This is like the more recent AC30 that they added to the Helix, and from the rumours that I know from Ross from Yamaha, supposedly this might even be the AC30 that was used on a Bryan Adams album. I think that's the case. I should probably check that out. Might be bollocks. AC30 Fawn normal, so the normal channel of an AC30. The drive at 1.3, so we're talking clean. The bass at 3.9, cut at 0. Treble at 6, presence at 1.6, channel volume at 10, master at 10. And we're going into the 2x12 Bluebell, so Celestian Blues, 414 condenser, distance 1 inch away, 8 kilohertz again, 17% reflections. And then at our mixer at this block here where you've joined back up, I panned Fawn to the left by 25%. B is panned to the right 25. You could mix that up a bit more if you want to, but you'll get like a wider stereo feel probably. Then we got the Glitz reverb, the decay at 5.1, pre-delay at 1 millisecond, low cut off, high cut opened all the way up to 18.8 kilohertz, 18% mix, experiment with lowering that to taste, 124 millisecond delay, 1.84 rate, 3.8 depth, crossover at 900 hertz, 3.7 mod mix. So that is my kind of jazz tone. But what I've added to it is another snapshot, and we have this very exciting thing. Just turn the drive up to 6.7 on the AC30 and bring the high cut down to 2.8 kilohertz. So very easy stuff. 6.7 and 2.8 kilohertz, and then 6.1 the drive settings for the second snapshot on the US Princess, and similarly take our high cut down to 2.9 kilohertz, and what you get is this really nice kind of creamy lead thing. And you know, wherever you've set your pickup selection, it's not going to get spiky. This is now the bridge. So give that a try. Settings wise, I think that for me works really nicely. If you want it to have less of a boost when you chuck the gain or drive up, what I would do would be to ride this channel volume a bit, so that you can match those volumes a bit closer. If you're finding there's too much of a volume boost, maybe take both down to like channel volume 7. The way that you would do that is not like that. So we're starting at 8. And then on the snapshot where I want it low, I'm going to press in and turn like that. And similarly, where are you? Channel volume from 10 down to 9. And then you have like a slightly But give that a try. Let me know if you want me to drop this into the folder. I guess I'll call it Dual Jazz Tone or Dual 2 Jazz Tone. And also let me know if you want me to drop that HX Effects preset into. Just a really, I think, creamy, tasty all-round preset with a clean tone that just works with basically every guitar. Please leave a comment if you found this at all useful. So here I am trying to show you how you could do this on your own Helix, on your own HX Stomp. Hopefully that's useful and valuable to one or two of you. Feel free to either use the Buy Me a Coffee link if you got anything out of this, or feel free to try the presets if you want to use the PayPal thing in the description. But hopefully that was vaguely interesting to you folks, and I'll catch you in another video soon. Cheers!